Hey everybody, it's Rut with you again. We're going to be doing another episode of Prison Architect. This series actually has taken off a little bit better than I thought it would, but without further ado, let's get talking about what we're going to be doing. So, in the last episode, I asked everybody if I should be bringing in some inmates and try to offset some of the cost of building this prison that's been designed by somebody else. I'm just trying to see if I can manage it with my mods, a different warden, that kind of thing. If you want to, go check him out. It's the Merry Gamer. I'll have a link to his channel in the description below. Let him know that Runt sent you over there. I've been talking to him off and on. Main thing is it's kind of hard. He's over in Melbourne, Australia. But anyhow, let's get going. So, I've noticed one little problem we've got out of what we built last time, and that's this boiler doesn't have any power to get that radiator going. But if you look at it, it's not that big of a deal because the building is actually, pretty decent for what it is. So let's go ahead and look at what I've got planned out and probably what I'm going to be doing this episode. Right here is going to be solitary. And if you look at the number of beds we've got 80 beds right now. So if something kicked off, we could theoretically, with what we've got planned for solitary, put everybody in solitary, period, point and blank, just done deal. So that's all right. But as we expand, that solitary is going to be kind of limited. That's why we have room down here to mirror our solitary building that we've already got going. So I haven't built it yet. This is just planning. Now, if you look here, I've got 4 different mail rooms. We're going to basically have 4 different wings, and I'm sitting here with my left hand pointing as we go. And what I'm talking about is wings is right over here. This is going to be, say Alpha Wing, Bravo Wing, and then down here on the other side of the shops and stuff, Charlie Wing, Delta Wing. Okay, each one of these lines of basically 2 20-man pods of each wing are going to be powered off of its own utilities and so forth. But if we plan that out and we have all 4 wings with, 8 more generators and water pumps and all that neat stuff, that's going to be a total of 400 inmates that we're going to be able to house in the facility. So right now we've got 84 inmates that can be held in solitary. If you double that, that's 168. So just about half the population could go in solitary at one time. But that goes down into why I've got 4 different mail rooms. I'm going to say that, this is the Alpha mail room, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. So we've got 4 different shops, and that's going to be jobs for these guys. A couple chapels planned in this building here, and then a library, kind of a communal library for everybody to go to, and then parole up here. So without further ado, I'm going to get to building. And I think once I get these buildings kind of laid out, I'm going to open up some inmate intakes. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll see you guys in a second after the montage. Alright guys, I think I've run into a little bit of a problem. My buildings aren't being completed, and I think I know why. And what it is I've got a bunch of exports here that are, this truck isn't getting loaded up because this stuff needs to be searched. So I hate to do it at this point, but I'm going to hire a couple guards and I'm going to put them out here to start searching stuff. And we're losing money big time. So these guys are going to start searching stuff. They're kind of the initial guards to do stuff. So with that said, I think I'm going to get back into seeing some stuff happening here right quick. So we'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys, I think we have our basic facilities set up. We've got our library built already. We've got parole set up and ready to go, minus the stuff in the building. I've got to get some lights and stuff in places and so forth, but I think we are ready to go. Obviously, these 4 buildings here, I need to get some lights in because I turned off the auto lighting. That was just ridiculous, the amount of lights that it put in there. But at this point, we are hemorrhaging money because to get the buildings and rooms that I wanted to have, I needed to hire a lawyer and I needed to hire a psychologist and so forth. Had to hire some guards already. Not really where I wanted to be at this point as far as money-wise. We've spent about $1.5 million building just the foundation of our prison. So, with that said, I think what I'm going to do from here is go ahead and get inmates ready to go. So let's pull this up, and staff. You can see we've got 5 guards. Okay, cool. That works for me, because it's, I think, one of the grants, and we've got all of our staff that we need, as well as our 8 workers. So with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead, so I can build stuff a little faster. We're going to go ahead and hire a couple more workers. So we're going to go ahead and put them here. That way, as we're building, we've got more people to move stuff here and there and wherever else. Now, with that said, let's look and see. We've got, it's 8:01. We get inmates at 8 o'clock. So we've got about 24 hours. So what we want to do is we want to open this up, and we want to take a number per day. And we're going to go ahead and take 10 inmates a day for right now. Because right now there's 100 available. We take 10, then it's about 2 inmates to each guard. That gives me a chance to get my guards positioned and so forth in the areas where they're going to be at. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for right now, until we get some people set up and ready to go, let's go back into deployment. So what I want to do is I want to mark all of this off as staff only for right now. So as we get where we need to go, all of these guys are going to be stuck in here, which is fine, which gives me the ability to go ahead and put some guard patrols in this building here. So what I want to do is run that down to about right there and run it back up, and we're going to put a guard in here. Okay. From there, that's nothing going on there. We want to definitely come over to the cafeteria. We're going to have a couple guards permanently stationed in the cafeteria right now, because that's really a place where everything is going to kick off. So let's go ahead and put a guard here. Walking that way. And we're going to put a guard here. And they're going to be checking the toilets, making sure nobody's hiding anything or whatever. So there's 3 of our 5 guards already stationed. And we're going to need in the mailroom just for searching. Actually, I don't need a patrol route in there. I need a guard in there. I'm going to put a guard in the chapel and a guard in the commissary. A guard in the library, and definitely a guard in patrol. And then I've got 3 patrolling guards there. Definitely want to put a guard in the laundry room. I don't really have to worry about anything in the workshop yet, because they haven't gone through the classes. I haven't opened up the classes. So we're going to go ahead and mark this. I'll let them go in there. Now, also, I have guards that I need to put in reception. That way they're always, there's always somebody in reception. So we're going to put a couple in there. And we're going to put 2 guards outside. So, and then we're going to put a guard or 2. We're going to call it 3 guards there. So let's count them up. We've got 4 guards on patrol routes, if I'm not mistaken. So let's look at that. Yeah, we've got 4 guards on patrol routes. So that's 4. And then we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 guards. So let's go ahead and hire the guards we need. So I'm going to go ahead and hire 25 guards. So it's going to be another 20 guards that I hire. So everybody should be meandering around. So boom, explosion of blue. Now, with that being said, these guys are all off to the races to do their thing. We've got kennels available, so let's go ahead and hire a couple canine officers. We're going to put them in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go ahead and hire a couple armed guys and put them in the armory. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 35 guards. Now we're definitely going to need to hire a janitor or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Let's go ahead and because these guys got to get working on cleaning up this prison because it's nasty. I'm actually going to hire 10 of those guys, and we're going to hire a couple gardeners to go around and clean up. We'll make it a nice even 5, which is kind of a joke. And then we're going to hire some cooks. So we've got 5 cooks, which ultimately the reason I went ahead and hired 5 is because we're going to be having guys come in lickety-split here in no time at all. So now that we've got all that hired, let's go ahead and look at some grants that we can fill in right quick. Nobody needs anything. I've already looked at the meal quality, and I've already looked at my punishment policy. Basically, the minimum time that somebody can be put in solitary is 12 hours, and it could be up to 168 hours, which is a total of 7 days in solitary, which in the game, that's just brutal. If they attack staff, they get upgraded from their current classification. If they cause somebody serious injury, they get moved up to, in classification. If they commit murder, then it's automatically their supermax, done deal, and hopefully I'll get a notice that somebody is supermax and they don't have anywhere to live while they're in solitary. Now, the only time I'm ever really gonna search their cells or anything like that in their person is when we find stuff on them. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and search their cell when we find them, intoxicated, and we're going to search their cell if they get caught trying to escape. So here's our policies. 2 breaks, staff break length 90 minutes. Wow, that's just brutal. But like I said, let's look at some grants. Okay, so basic therapy. Oh, speaking of, we need to hire a couple doctors. Let's hire a doctor per set of beds. So we've got 3 doctors. That works. Now, okay, basic therapy center, don't have it yet. Hire a lecturer, don't have one. Sponsors, we can do that one, but it's not a whole lot of money. Emergency funds, we're not under emergency yet. Can we do the clean prison? 5 of each? Yeah, that works. We got that one. Short-term investment, not really worried about that one yet. Long-term investment, don't need it yet. We could kick it off, and that would, cost us $10,000, but we get 90 back out of it. So, and it takes a long time. So we'll go ahead and kick that one into gear. Build 20. Nobody passing classes yet. So nobody passing classes. Basic detention center. Holding cell, yes. Shower, yes. Yard, yes. Kitchen, yes. Cafeteria, 2 guards, 2 cooks. We got that one. Now, visitation rights. Add a pool table, got it. 2 TVs, got it. Build at least 5 phone booths, got it. Add at least 3 visitor tables, got it. Build a visitation room. Yeah. And then let's see, treatment initiative. Nope. Cell block A. Yeah, we can bring in 80, so we can bring in 40 grand for that. Inmate health and well-being, we got that taken care of. Prison maintenance, research maintenance, hire foreman, 2 janitors, and a gardener. Yeah, sure. 10 guards, research patrols. Yeah, we got that one in spades too. Build a kennel, build an armory. 2 dog handlers to a dog patrol, 2 armed guards to a patrol. We can get that one in a second. And then, nope. Treatment initiative, nope. Nope. Staff well-being. I think we can do that one. Whoops. Well, that's what we can do right there. So we've paid up, basically got a decent amount of money out of grants so far. We've got long-term investment coming, prisoner intake coming, visitation rights, add at least 3 visitor tables. We've got them. Build a common room. We got it, don't we? Yeah. Well, isn't that something? We got that one taken care of, but it's not doing it. So let's take a look at this. Common room. It's going to be one of them that we got 2 of. Common room. Where is common room? There it is. So we're going to go ahead and try to fix this. And did it take care of that? Nope. Huh. Well, we'll have to research that one later. So, as it stands, the only thing that I'm really kind of concerned with and that I'm going to get to working with here shortly is, and we're going to go ahead and hire 5 more guards because we've got guys that, here we've got 30 guards, and that should have taken care of, wow. We'll go ahead and up it, I guess, to, there we go. We got plenty of guards for our current situation. So we've got guys that are over the top as far as what's going on there. But with that said, guys, I hope you enjoy the episodes so far. Like I said, I'm actually bringing in inmates now. I've got, it says about 19 and a half hours before they get here. So we'll see you next time when we get some guys in. So until then, I'm going to start working on putting lights in buildings and so forth and so on. And we'll see you next time. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Merry Gamer. Tell him that I sent you over there. And we'll see y'all later. Bye now.